Having neighbours is all about compromise, but some neighbours are selfish and egoistic and do whatever they want whenever they want. This lack of consideration can cause tension, and when tension gets too much to bear, people take justice into their own hands.
Brilliant news!
Number 1. Acme Alarm Clock. Whilst living in an apartment block is cheap, it can be very noisy. YouTuber CK Turul got fed up with the noise and decided to move out. On the day he was to leave, he decided to exact his revenge. In true Loony Tunes fashion, he bought 14 alarm clocks and taped them to the wall. He set all the alarms to go off at 3:30 AM, taped his key to the door, and left a little note for his early rising neighbours to find. Rise and shine.
Good night.
Number 2. Brenda Mullins. Brenda Mullins from Detroit got tired of her neighbours' dogs doing their business on her lawn. Apparently, she'd asked her neighbour to stop them from doing it and to tidy it up on various occasions to no avail. So Brenda decided to take it into her own hands. Literally. She picked up some dog poop and smeared it all over her neighbour's front door handle. The neighbour said it was over-retaliation and disgusting, to which Brenda responded,
"You didn't want to clean it up here, you're cleaning it up there."
Number 3. Parallel parking. Imagine you have a parking space in a 3-story car park. Your parking space neighbour parks so badly that he always blocks you in. That's what happened to this guy, who tried to be nice about it, leaving notes politely asking for him to refrain from doing this. After numerous ignored notes, he decided to call a tow truck. Unfortunately, the tow truck couldn't do anything because the car was on the 3rd story. Frustrated, he decides to take things into his own hands and borrows a vehicle positioning jack. He proceeds to move his neighbour's car and squeezes it into a space so that it had a wall behind it and a pillar in front of it with no way of being able to drive it out. Number 4. Prankster. Stuart Panther has a very angry neighbour called Denz Mansell, who is always moaning about something. Rather than getting annoyed, Stuart prefers to wind his neighbour up. Stuart saw that Des was reseeding his lawn, so decided to attract some birds to eat the seed. He bought a crow cooler and hid it on the top of Dez's shed. More than 300 crows gathered on Dez's property, eating his seed and pooping on his washing. It took Des nearly 2 hours to find the crow cooler, and by then the damage had been done. Stuart claims that Des has a soft spot for him and that they are actually friends. Des says that Stuart is a prick. Number 5. Millionaire Mayhem. Graham Wildin built a 10,000 square foot man cave on his property. This included bowling alley, bar, squash court, tennis, a badminton court, casino, gym, and 16-seat cinema. His neighbours complained about the monstrosity to the council, and it was found that Graham didn't have permission to build it and was ordered to take it down. Graham refused to do this and has been in numerous disputes with his neighbours, and in this clip he proceeds to try and rip down his neighbour's fence, claiming that it encroaches on his property. Graham was ordered by the High Court to tear down his man cave in 2018. Now in 2020, it's still standing and Graham could face prison time. Number 6. Rural Revenge. This farmer got sick of people using his land to place and leave their cars to go to the local flea market. After numerous ineffective warnings, he decided that action spoke louder than words and waited until everybody had parked up. He then got into his tractor and proceeded to plough the field around the cars, leaving them no way to get out. Number 7. Revenge in Flight. This ingenious guy couldn't stand another loud party in his street, but rather than just getting even, he decided to get creative. He attached various fireworks to his drone and varying lengths of fuse. He lit them and flew the drone over the street party. You can see the partygoers running in fear from what looks like a futuristic weapon of war. Have you ever got revenge? Let us know in the comments.